Warwickshire more here, back with another live stream. Do hope everyone is doing okay on this Wednesday evening. And I'm finally doing the live stream. I was supposed to do this live stream probably like a week or two ago. I said I was going to do this live stream probably near the start of the year. Now we're 3 weeks into the year and I'm finally doing it. But I hope everyone is doing okay. I'll wait for a few people to join. Make sure I've shared it out. I'm playing my own advert. Shouldn't do that, Sam. I was just making sure I clicked onto the live stream. And the only place I've not shared it out is on the Discord. But as you can see from the title, we're going to be doing like a New Year plans / goals for 2025. So hope everyone is doing okay. Hi Pete. Hi John. Did I miss anybody else? No, I think it's Pete and John. Thanks so much for the thumbs up. Do appreciate it. Make sure you guys do give me a thumbs up and share me out as well. Would appreciate it. Let's see if we can get some more people in the house tonight. And hopefully the lighting is on good form, because I did test out my ring light softbox on a live stream unlisted a few weeks ago. And then Kaveen told me afterwards that you should put more in front of your face. So I've got more in front of my face. So hopefully the lighting is coming out quite good. Have we got anybody else in here? Evening, Michael. Welcome. Do hope you're doing okay. And I do apologise, I was 5 minutes late. I had a busy day today. I was at a hospital appointment this morning, and then I had to quickly come back and well, not this morning, actually this afternoon. I had to quickly come home, have dinner, set things up, etc., etc. But I think I'm only 5 minutes late, so that's not too bad. Hope I've not missed anybody else in the chat tonight. Make sure you guys do give me a thumbs up and share out. Hope I'm sounding good as well, because I've got the microphone on and I've moved it a bit further down, because when I did my Christmas special, I think the microphone was a bit too close to my face. But I hope everyone is doing okay. You may have noticed that you can see Sam's curtains because he's had to readjust the background slightly, but I don't think it's too bad, because I'm going to eventually put some new signs on the wall as well. I know you can see my curtains at the moment, but that is mainly because because of where the softbox is. I'm having to do it at this angle, the tripod. I'll show you. I'll take a picture and show you guys what I'm dealing with right now. Here we are. That is my view. So I've got a big light box in front of me, and then the screen looks so much smaller on camera, but it's bigger than that in front of me. So that's how the setup's going. No more little ring lights. I've now got a big softbox that I got for Christmas. And don't think I've missed anybody else. John, Pete. Oh, Jeremy. Welcome, Jeremy. Do you hope you're doing okay? Hope everyone is doing okay on this Wednesday evening. Have you got over in the States got all that snow? Because we've not got any snow here. In fact, we're supposed to be getting a blooming storm Friday. And Friday is going to be the start of my plans, because as this title suggests, this live stream is my channel plans and goals for 2025. Thanks for sharing me out, John. So yeah, starting this weekend, not really going to be filming much on this trip. I probably might do a hotel review. I'm going down to South Wales, but mainly for some family stuff. I am this weekend, so that's not. I'm not going to be filming too much, to be honest with you. Other than probably a hotel review, might film some of the journey. It depends. Hopefully, there's not too much disruption with that storm that's coming on Friday. And then after that, you guys might have known that last week there was it last week? I think it ended on Sunday anyway. We had a rail sale in the UK. I think it was like the third or fourth one we've done. I think, when did they start? Like 2021, 2022. So I have managed to bag myself a few trips coming up over the next 2 months. But they're very sporadic trips, because I looked at random dates and stuff, basically. Yeah. Always the way, isn't it, John? When you got something planned, here comes the blooming weather, basically. It's been a deep freeze and snow this week. Oh, you got all the snow out of you, John. Yeah, we're supposed to get more than what they said we got a few weeks ago. We literally just got, literally. a blanket, and that was it. It'd gone. And I've had my hair cut as well, by the way, guys. Hi Jesse, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Hope you're doing okay. Thanks so much for sharing me out, Jeremy. So yeah, I've got a few sporadic trips planned in South Wales over like the next not South Wales. I've got a trip to South Wales this weekend, but then afterwards, over the next 2 months, I've got some random sporadic trips planned. Not going to tell you guys where, but I have got a new location planned. I have for filming up in. We'll give you a clue. It's not too far from Greater Manchester, but it's going to be a new station I've never actually been before, and I'm going to be filming some trains at this station. And then I hope that I might get also a 323 ride, because there's no 323s in the West Midlands anymore since last September. By the way, what is this new goal thing? At the top of my screen, I can see this thing that says goal. Does anybody know what that is? What does goal mean? It's not blooming football. Oh, make a super chat more fun with a goal. I'm not the sort of person that does sort of stuff like that. You can set out a goal for earning super chats, but I'm not the sort of person that goes around asking people for money, so I'm not going to do that. I only just started to realise what that goal thing feature. That must be a relatively new feature, because I don't think that feature was there last time we did a live stream. Yeah, make sure you guys do hit the thumbs up button, share me out, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me. Would appreciate it. We've got 8 people in the house, 7 thumbs up. Make sure the thumbs up are matchy. Share me out as well, guys. How many times I'm going to say that on one live stream? And yes, I've got a few sporadic trips, including one in February, and then after that, I'm not sure. Is it just the one in February? Because I also, I'm not sure. You know what? I can't even really remember what I booked tickets for now. I know in March I've got a ticket going down to a destination that I did do in 2023, and then I want to go back to, because when I was down the area, it was quite good. So I'm going to go back to this area in March. So that's in about 2 months' time. And then other trips that I've not got planned, but I have got ideas on the cards for, is going back to Scotland. Got to love a bit of Scotland. I've not been to Edinburgh. You know what? It's 7 years. 7 years. Well, I went up to Scotland in March 2018. So it has been a while since I've been up to the old Scotland. Has anybody in the chat got any exciting plans or anything for this year? If you do, let me know in the live chat. I'm always nosy to know where people are going, and if people have got any plans, holiday plans, etc. I mean, also a city which I've not been for a couple of years now. In fact, it might be again like 6-7 years. Honestly, time flies. Obviously, we had the that event that no one wants to talk about in 2020, and ever since then, obviously, time has got away with me. I can't believe it's been 5 years since like 2000. I can't believe we're 5 years into this decade. But yeah, I do want to go back to York, because there's the NRM, National Railway Museum in York, which I do want to go back to, because I did film a vlog on, I say my old channel, it's just my old name of the channel before I had this name. I did film a vlog from it, but I've not been back since. And also another place that I want to go to is Beamish. I do, because I've not been to Beamish as well for 7 years. Yeah, time is definitely moving too fast, Jeremy. I agree with that. Hi Brian, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Do you hope you're doing okay? This is the first proper live stream of the year. We did do that quick test, which I didn't announce, and I was moaning. I didn't announce I was doing a live stream, and then I was moaning that no one was watching it. Typical Sammy. But I actually did. I want to try it, because I'm not going to do too many live streams this year. But the ones I do at home will probably be for like special occasions and stuff. And I do want to try and like schedule them out in advance, because we've all. Well, it is my monetization anniversary next week, but I'm not going to do a live stream for that. But what I will do a live stream for is my YouTube anniversary in April. I think that though is straight after Easter, actually, because Easter is quite late this year, I believe. But because my YouTube anniversary is 22nd of April, so I probably will do a special live stream that day. Um, how is my name highlighted? Eh? What are you on about, Brian? Highlighted. Michael, I've heard Beamish is as good as I was recommending when I visited Newcastle in 2022. Yeah, because I've not actually done the Tyne and Wear Metro in about 8 years. Although I've heard about their stupid filming policy. Oh, we don't like railway enthusiasts filming unless you take a selfie. Oh, you know what then, Tyne and Wear Metro. If I'm ever on your Metro, you know what I'll do? I'll film in selfie mode. So you're not allowed to film the trains, but you can do selfies. All right then, I'll film and take a selfie at the same time. Then, if that's how they want to play, I can always bend around the silly policies that these company brings in, because people like companies like Merseyrail don't have these silly policies. So God knows why the Tyne and Wear Metro has these silly policies. I've read about that last year. And what else have I got planned? I did film another train line. I started the Birmingham to Peterborough line. I did just a few stations between. Well, I've actually already done between Birmingham and Nuneaton, but the second part is some stations which I've not done between the Nuneaton and Leicester. But I'll have to find a day to do that where Leicester are not playing at home in the football, because me being a Coventry fan would not be happy with seeing Leicester fans. Anyway, moving on from that, but yeah, I do want to do that part. So the second part, because I've already filmed part one, but it's not out. Probably won't be out for a few weeks because I've still got some backlog content from last year, including I've got on Friday. I'll have this pre-scheduled. I will have a vlog from, where's this vlog from? Oh, you know what? I can't even remember. Oh, I think I know what this vlog is. I've got the vlog that goes wrong from Wolverhampton on Friday. I have, where I have to escape back to Birmingham on the West Midlands Metro. That's the vlog that's coming out on Friday, actually. I believe that's the one that's coming out anyway. Because I do have a bonus vlog that I've not uploaded yet, which is just like a train journey between Grimsby and Cleethorpes. Might do that one as a short, I don't know yet, because you can do up to a minute. Is it 1 minute shorts you can do these days, or 3 minutes? You know what? They keep changing it. I don't actually fully know. What have I missed? Oh yeah, when you mention people, Brian, it highlights their name. Like if I went at Brian, it would mention your name, similar to like on Facebook and stuff. It just highlights it. Filmed on the Metro a few years ago. Some driver complained, so it went to HQ. Was given permission to film. Yeah, I don't get why there's silly, stupid rules about that, Brian. Hey, Kristen, welcome. Do hope you're doing okay. Michael says, shame the Tyne and Wear Metro is tight on film. They have new trains and service yet, but guess you can't film it. Exactly. I don't know why they have these silly policies. I finally made it to your live stream. Yeah, to be fair, I've not really done one for a few weeks, Kristen. I did do that test live stream, but I've unlisted it now. And then my last one before this properly was my Christmas special. I'm probably not going to do as many at home this year because, to be honest with you, my full focus on this channel isn't really live streams. We'll get into, because I've also put goals for the channel in here. We'll get into that. But I do, because I did do a few on location live streams last summer. So when the weather starts to improve, I probably will do some more on location live streams. So you guys have got that to look forward to. Make sure you guys do give me a thumbs up. Let's try and get to 10 thumbs up. Share me out as well. It takes 2 seconds to hit the like button. And we're on the road to 2,500 subscribers. So when we get 2,500, we'll be a quarter of the way to 10k when we get 2,500. How many subscribers am I on now? 2,120. So if you're not yet subscribed, click the subscribe button, share me out, all that good stuff. Would appreciate it. And yeah, so goals, it would be nice by the end of the year if we could get to 2,500 subscribers. That's one of the goals for the YouTube channel. In terms of uploading schedule, back in September last year, I did start this train videos on Monday, vlogs on Fridays. I'm probably going to continue that for the foreseeable. No changes planned for that. Unless I notice a drastic difference in viewership because of doing that, I'm probably not going to make any changes to that schedule. Train videos Monday at 7 p.m. and vlogs Friday at 7 p.m. However, there still may be the occasional midweek video or live stream like I'm doing right now. It's a Wednesday night, so it's midweek. So yeah, we're gonna have probably the occasional bonus video, short live stream in the midweek, and occasionally on the weekends. And you never know if something pops up, like I attend like a railway event or something, that will probably get priority, that vlog, so I might just move stuff around then. But if I do, I'll try and advertise it beforehand. And in terms of railway events, what am I planning on attending this year? Because that's the only things I do say if I am going to, because too many weirdos out there these days that like to know people where people are these days, and I don't know why. But what I do say is railway events is the only place I tell people where I'm going. Key Model World Live returns to the NEC in April. I am. So I probably will go to that one. I think that's the weekend after Easter. Easter falls at a weird time, actually, because I'm talking of Easter. I'm not sure, is Easter actually the same weekend as the 7th Hour Spring Steam Girl? Because that is a little bit annoying if it is. But yeah, that's one place I went to last year twice for the spring and autumn steam galas, the 7th Hour, and I did have a fun time doing that. So I probably will try and get back to the SVR for the galas this year, because they were fun to do last year. Not sure if anybody in here went to them. I think Ruben enjoys stuff like that. I don't think he's in the chat tonight. He might be doing his churchy stuff. What else have I missed in the chat? Michael, only one new metro running at the moment. Oh, you only got one of the trains running, have you, Brian? Because how many new trains are you supposed to be getting? You're supposed to be replacing all the old ones on the Tyne Ware Metro. Because the last road to Tyne Ware Metro was June 2017 when I was in the area. Because I also went down to the beach in Southfield, stayed around the area for a few nights, and then I did go back up to Newcastle a year later, and that was when I did Beamish in September 2018, and I do want to go back to Beamish. It is supposed to be quite good. You've got the old heritage trams. Another place though, which I only just realised was a thing until like a year or two. I only realised was a thing until about a year or two ago, was on the Matlock Bath line at Cromford, down the road from there, there's actually a quick tramway village. I never knew that was a thing, this quick tramway village. So that's an interesting one, because I've never actually knew that place existed until I heard about it when I was exploring a bit of that line. I do want to explore some, obviously, more train lines. We're going to start off by doing the Birmingham to Peterborough line, and I started it nearly 2 years ago now. In fact, it might have been even 3 years ago. It probably was actually. I think it was June 2022 I started doing all the stations on the Cotswold line. I've not yet finished it, mainly because there's a specific limited train that you have to get to tick off the 4 dodgy ones on the Cotswolds line, which are Ascot. Is it Ascot? Ashton. I forgot what the one after. What's the one after Kingham? But either way, there's 4 dodgy stations on that line. That's kind of why I've not finished the Cotswolds line. But that is definitely a thing to do, because actually I did finally finish the Chiltern main line, and it would be nice one day as well to visit every single station on my line, which is the West Coast main line. I've done several stations on the West Coast main line, but there's still today some stations on the West Coast main line that I've not visited, especially the ones up north and a few down south near London. There's still some stations on the West Coast main line which I've not visited, because I was going to squeeze 1 or 2 in when I went to Watford last year, not for Harry Potter World. There was a separate time I went to Watford when I did all stations on the Abbey line, and I was going to try and film some of these stations. And one of them that I'm still not doing is Kings Langley. So yeah, there's honestly there's so many blooming stations in the West Coast Main. So one day I'll tick off every single station here. It'll probably take ages and ages and ages, but that will be a mission because we did it with the Chiltern Main Line. But then the Chiltern Main Line wasn't too bad because it just runs between Birmingham and London. But we did obviously finish that in June. If you guys haven't seen all these videos, by the way, my train line series visiting all these stations on certain train lines, I will put catch a card on the live stream. But if you search my playlist, there's one called Train Lines, and you can find out all them series of videos in that. Make sure you guys do give me a big thumbs up. It only takes 2 seconds to hit the thumbs up, and it does really help boost the live stream out into the YouTube algorithm. I'm not too bad, Kristen. I had a bit of a boring day, so I had to go for a hospital appointment, and then, to be honest with you, I've not done much else other than that, besides coming back here to do this live stream. But at least I'm doing this live stream this evening. Quick tramway, I wouldn't mind going one day. Yeah, because I didn't even know it existed until like a few weeks ago. Well, not a few weeks ago, like a year or two ago, when I first went down that line, basically. Because I did briefly, when I did my East Midlands Day Range on my 21st birthday, I did briefly go have a ride down the Matlock line. And I was like, oh, Cromford, and a quick tramway museum. That sounds interesting. But to be honest with you, I could have sworn I also saw someone's vlog of it. I don't know whose vlog it was now. For the life of me, it's going to annoy me. I did watch a vlog of the quick tramway, and I was thinking, that looks like a really cool place to visit. Although that area is really hilly, but then again, you expect it to be hilly because it is in the Peak District. I've still got one to do some West Coast Main Line stations myself. For example, Milton Keynes went. Yeah, that's another thing I was going to mention, Michael. You've mentioned it before. I've mentioned it. East West Rail, the brand new railway line, is opening this year, or hopefully it's opening this year, between Bicester and Bletchley. And I do want to try and ride it, maybe on opening day, because it's just down the road from me. You can get to Bletchley pretty easy from where I am. And I do want to try and ride that line because it is a fairly new line to me. Well, yeah, it is fairly local to me. Milton Keynes is only 20 minutes on the train down the road, down the line. So I do want to do that East West Rail. Hopefully when it opens, if I'm available on the day. If not, a few days later, because there's also going to be a new station called Winslow. No, not Wilmslow on the Crewe to Manchester line. Winslow between Bletchley and Bicester, and hopefully they're going to be opening that line up this year. Hey Ruben, or should I say Rubster's Trains and Travels now, but welcome. Do hope you're doing okay. We'll be able to try out the new TPA. TPA? Who the hell's TPA? TPA? I'll be able to try the new TPA West Coast First Class service. You know what? I've not tried out TP's First Class on any of their trains. But they're not local to me, are they, TPA, unlike Avanti? So hence why I've not really tried them out. They only really run like Manchester, Liverpool, Cleethorpes, Manchester, Scotland, Manchester. Basically, they're just running out of Manchester, really. They're a bit like an express version of Northern. Have I missed anything else? The 2 stations between Watford and Hemel Hempstead. I've done Hemel Hempstead. To be honest with you, I wasn't actually a fan of Hemel Hempstead. Them just fences. I know they're there for safety reasons and stuff. Them fences, it just makes the shots so annoying to film. It does. And they put these oval fences. I know they're there for safety. They're just really annoying to film at them stations. I think it's the same on the Great Western Main Line as well, between Reading and London Pennant and all these annoying fences. I think they've even got them on the East Coast Main Line as well. But you can understand why they're there. My wife and I are travelling to Liverpool next month, but engineering works we're having to go via Carlisle. Yeah, they're doing a lot of engineering works. In fact, that might be one of the reasons why Sam is going to Greater Manchester, because he just might be filming some TPE diverts. We'll have to wait and see about that one. I'm definitely riding the new East-West Rail when it opens between Oxford and Bispham. That's Blackpool, Sam. Bicester will give me an opportunity to do Bicester. Yeah, because I've not done the two Bicesters either. No, I've done Bicester North on the Chiltern Main Line, but I've not done Bicester Village. So that'll give me the opportunity to do Bicester Village and also Oxford Parkway. But there's so many Parkway stations now in the UK. Honestly, these Parkway stations, I'm sorry, but I'm not actually overly a fan of them. Bristol Parkway's alright, although I did get stuck at there for 2 hours once because of bloody train disruption. But Worcestershire Parkway, I think these stations, and what's the other one? East Midlands Park, especially East Midlands Parkway. I think East Midlands Parkway is one of the most underused stations in the UK. I've not actually been to Worcestershire Parkway in a few years, so I can't comment if that's actually gone downhill. And well, not downhill. I'm not sure how much usage Worcestershire Parkway's got because obviously that's going to be turning 5 years old in February. But East Midlands Parkway, it just feels so underused. I mean, I know when they have that festival on in the summer, download, it gets busy then. But what? For 3 days of the year, the station gets used. I know, Ruben. I still call you Ruben, even though you've changed your channel name to Ruben's Trains and Travels. Rubesters, sorry. I wish I could travel too. All the stations apart from Reading and Burnham have fences between Didcot and London. Yeah, I thought that was the case. Oh yeah, because they've got them stations between Didcot and Reading, haven't they? Engineering work sent me through the London Underground this past weekend, though, and sent me through Moorgate. Oh, you gotta love Moorgate. I still remember that Moorgate incident with Simon and the Jobsworth from 2012. Even though I wasn't following his channel back then, I obviously watched it a few years ago. Oh, excuse me, sir, you need permission to take pictures and video here. Only thing the Parkway station for Luton just get you away from there. Yeah, who wants to visit Luton? To be fair, I've not actually been to Luton, so I can't comment who wants to visit Luton because I've not actually been there myself. But just from what I've read, it's the same though. People could probably say who the hell wants to visit Coventry, but because Coventry is a local city to me, I've been there like 50 million times. And I actually quite like Coventry, even though people have got it described as the most dangerous city in the UK. Yeah, maybe at night, but it's not like blooming any other city, is it? I've just to be honest with you, I couldn't comment on Luton because I've not actually been there. What I will say about Luton is they did beat Coventry in the playoff final a few years ago. East Midlands Park is in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it is, and it's also gonna be like because the landmark round there at the moment is the cooling towers at Radcliffe and Saw Power Station. But now that power station's been decommissioned, them cooling towers are going to be coming down. So when they do come down, the whole area, it's a bit like Rouge a few years ago. It's going to look different because Rouge looks completely different now. They've got rid of the cooling towers. So imagine what East Midlands Parkway is going to look like with no cooling towers. I found his channel just over a year after though. Oh, did ya? Yeah, I think I found his channel 2017. Because I started my original channel 2016, so 9 years. So I'm going to be doing an anniversary for that on the 22nd of April. I'll probably do a live stream then. But yeah. Hey, Mountain of Inspiration. Do hope you're doing okay. Thanks so much for the thumbs up. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, give me a thumbs up for tonight's live stream. It only takes 2 seconds. Click the live stream. Click the thumbs up button. It really just helps spread out the live stream further. Yeah, that Jobsworth video was hilarious, Michael. Uh, I've stayed in Coventry for a week last year. It's okay, night, but Friday night was busy with night. Yeah, it is, to be fair. Although I'm not one for going on nights out. I'm a bit boring, to be fair. I'm not that sort of person that goes on nights out and stuff. What else was I going to talk about? We'll discuss some of the plans we've got for the channel. Still doing Mondays and Fridays uploads. We're discussing some of the railway events I'm going to attend here. Hopefully the Severn Valley Railway Spring Steam Gala, although I know it is on the same weekend as the Easter weekend, I believe. And then Key Model World Live, I think it's the last week in April I mentioned now. And then hopefully I can see if I can attend a few more model railway events, because right in front of me on my bookshelf, I've got a leaflet advertising the Stafford Model Railway Show, which is a week after my birthday, on the 27th to the 28th of September. I do actually want to attend that event this year, because I didn't go to it last year because I was on holiday. But I've kept the leaflet for it, and it's going to live on my desk on that shelf for about 6-7 months, or 9 months, within January's time. And I do actually this year want to visit the Stafford Model Railway Show, because obviously I didn't get to go it last year. And apparently there was a shuttle bus from Stafford Station, which will make my life easier. Because unfortunately, I know there was a model railway event in Leicester at the weekend. I didn't go to it because I had my mum's early 50th birthday meal. I did. But hopefully I can attend that Stafford one, because it did look quite good from what I saw on people's videos. So I do want to attend that in September. Even in Mason, never late. I've been on for half an hour, but if anybody wants to catch anything I've said on the replay, you can do. I've just been discussing like plans and channel goals and stuff for 2025, and hopefully the lighting and sound is sounding all okay as well. By the way, guys, I am finally using the new softbox. I did test out on a live stream a few weeks ago. And also, I hope everyone likes the new calendar. That's the Railway Magazine calendar for 2025. When you will come and try out the Northumberland line, Newcastle to Ashington? If I'm in the area, Brian, I'll try it out, because it's a million miles away from where I live. So basically, if I'm up in the area in Newcastle, I'll try it out then, Brian. But I don't know an exact date at the moment. I've had no idea about that event in Leicester until Cybertray posted a video about it on his Model Railway channel. I thought that was the one I was discussing with you at the NEC, Ruben. The Leicester one, because I got a leaflet for it, and I said I might be able to attend it, I might not be able to, because also it's obviously getting the bus and stuff there, so it's not really in the city centre. I mentioned that one to you, Ruben, unless it was another one I was on about. But there was one in Leicester at the weekend anyway, and I didn't go to it. I'm excited for Railway 200. What's Railway 200? Am I missing something? You think you forgot about chat about that? Oh, Ruben, that's quite funny. Yeah, I ain't going to the Great Central Steam Gala this weekend, because I'm in South Wales for family stuff. I am, unfortunately. But the following weekend, that is when we're going to start to get into the swings of him, because I've not really done much at all in January. But then again, January is a cold, wet. Well, I say wet, up until probably tomorrow, we've not actually had too much rain. We had a bit of snow and rain near the start of the month. It's actually been a bit grey and dry over the past 2-3 weeks. But yeah, basically January, I don't like January, but February, definitely March, we'll start getting to the swing of things with filming vlogs outside. Because if it wasn't for that rail tour, the 87002, was it 87002 I saw it rugby 2 weeks ago? If it wasn't for that rail tour, I probably wouldn't have gone out that month. That day, because it was bloody -5 outside. It was. But I still went and made a start on the Birmingham of the Peterborough line. But yeah, definitely January, cold, grey, depressing month. Yeah, it is unfinished at the moment, the Ashington line, actually. They've still not got fully opened all the stations on it. Although I did see your vlog on that, Brian, from the opening day. Hey, evening, Mum doesn't love trekking vlogs and more. Michael said, same as me, I won't visit a new station unless I'm in the area, but I'm currently trying to look into the new Ashley Down in Bristol. Yeah, I do want to do that one, actually, because you can do that and film Bristol Park on it the same day. I kind of agree with you that on Michael, Michael, about only if you're going to be in the area attending a new open air station. But with East West Rail, because it's not a million miles away from where I live, I probably will attend that on the opening day if I'm available. But I'm not gonna unless I'm available on the day and it's not a million miles away to get to. I'm not gonna go out my way just to visit a new station that's opening, because there's so many people now, so many YouTubers in this niche that go out and do it, and they get all the views. Not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's not worth my time and effort to go out, especially if it was one up in Newcastle, to book a hotel in Newcastle to go up there, because there's about 20 of the YouTubers now that do it. And I'm not saying I don't like the fact that they get all the views through it. I'm just saying it's not worth my time and effort to go and do it. If I was up in that area, I would do it. But basically, I'll do a new station if it's like down the road from where I live, like East West Rail will be, or if I'm going to be in that area anyway, basically. But I'm not going to go out my way to go and do it, basically. I did Portway Park and Ride there about 10 days after it opened, and that was that August 2023? But do the 2 new stations in Bristol. I need 2 trips to Bristol. Would you not do them in the same day, Michael? Because they're not a million miles away from each other. If you get one of them, what was it I got? Was it Heart of Wessex? It doesn't cover down to Weston-super-Mare and Taunton, but you can do like the local stations around Bristol and go all the way down to Weymouth if you want on the Heart of Wessex line, and also do the Severn Beach line, and also got the Bristol Parkway using Great Western Railway services. Because I got that because it worked out cheaper, and I did a few of the stations in the Bristol area. I did, but I thought if you were doing them both, you may as well do them on the same day. It's up to you, but that's what I'd do if there was 2 stations within the area. I'd do them both on the same day, but each to their own, I guess. Over a year later, most of the stations aren't open. Yeah, that is really true, Brian. Honestly, I've had some feelings about these new station videos. Yeah, same. Not that it's a bad idea, but how can I manage to pull such a thing off? Yeah, because a lot of these people that do it do have a lot of like funding through like Patreon and memberships and stuff. But it must get very expensive to do this sort of stuff. Because I personally couldn't pull it off. I may try for Pineapple Road and all that. If they open on a day, I can do it, I suppose. Yeah, because that's not a million miles away from where I live too. That's obviously the West Midlands. And isn't there supposed to be another 2 stations, Darlaston Road and Willenhall, in between Wolverhampton and Cambridge, that are also supposed to be opening up as well? Like, if the stations I was within not too far of a radius of where I could get to. I can get a direct train to said area. I probably would do it, but to get to obviously up to Newcastle, for example, all the way down to southeast of London, it would take a couple of trains and a couple of changes and a couple of hours. So it's just not worth my time to do it on opening day. Yeah, they appear to be only dug out last when I. Yeah, they appeared to be only dug out last when I went past the sites. Oh, you're on about Willen, Hull and Darlaston. Yeah, I don't think construction started on them, but considering they were saying like a year, 2-3 years ago, it was going to be 2024, 2025. 2024 has been and gone. We're now in the back end of January 2025. Possibly we'll have Pineapple Road and Mosley Village opening this year, but that will depend on where they're going to put the services. Because if you're thinking to me, I don't think they've done the work on the island platform at Kings Norton yet. So how are they going to open these new stations when the island platform at Kings Norton's not sorted out yet? But yeah, and obviously Willen Hall and Darlaston Road, I don't think they've fully started construction yet. Yeah, make sure you guys do give me a thumbs up. I see we've got one more thumbs up to get to 10 thumbs up, so give me a thumbs up would be appreciated, and try and share me out as well if you guys can. Yeah, same, Michael. I'm not a morning person, especially getting up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Fair play to the ones that do it, but I wouldn't get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to go and do these new stations and get on the very first train. I wouldn't. Even for the likes of the ones in the West Midlands, I would probably do it in like late morning, early afternoon. I would still do it on the same day, but not get down there for the first train, because in fact sometimes that's impossible, especially if you're thinking about first trains off the day off your local station. You can't go unless you stayed in a hotel. You couldn't go and get the first train from that station or line when the first train off your local station is not until 6 o'clock in the morning. Michael says that. Oh no, Brian says that's what I did on the Northumberland line. I'm not normally a trained videographer. Am I going to visit the West Country? You mean like the Bristol area? And if so, probably yeah. Don't know when, but probably yeah. But I do have one vlog planned down for the South in March. I hope they don't put the 172s on the Camp Hill line when the stations on the line open. No, I think it'll be 196s, Ruben. I think the 172s are purely on the Snow How lines now. I don't mean hill lines now. And I had a temporary job during the sea that relied on meeting up at 4 a.m. I don't miss that at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. The earliest I ever woke up was for that cross-country HST farewell tour. The earliest I woke up was, I think I got up at 4:45 a.m. to be on the 6:24 from Rugby to get to Tamworth to change to get the tour at Derby. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could have had an extra half an hour in bed and got at Leamington. But I wanted to do Derby because I hadn't done that station yet this year. So that was my earliest ever alarm, was 4:45 in the morning, and then 5 a.m. was my second earliest alarm to get the 6:39 of rugby or the 7:15. So 4:45 was my earliest ever alarm. If I was visiting a new station on open day, I'd probably visit and wait till from mid-morning or afternoon. Yeah, same here, Michael. The 196s are way better than the 172s. Yeah, definitely. Although them blooming 196s still have a habit of breaking down, or are West Midlands Railway just making up excuses for not having enough staff? Because was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Oh, we're sorry. The Leamington to Nuneaton via Coventry line will only have a one train every 2 hours, a reduced service today due to us not having enough 196s availability. More like your staff off sick and you try to find an excuse because funny how the 196 was fine the day before. Honestly. They're supposed to be calf goodness, but yeah, they're still having problems. It's going to be 3 years this October since they're introduced. Blimey, time flies. And I'm hoping that also them London North Western Railway Class 730s are going to get introduced this year, because there was proposed for that new service. Well, it's not really new. For an extension of the London Euston to Crewe service to Manchester Victoria. I mean, that would come in handy if the fares were cheap, because plot twist, to get to some of these stations I've got planned, I do have cheap tickets to Crewe on London North Western Railway. I have in the rail sale for like, I think they're about £5, so not too bad. So I can get my connections in Crewe. I swear, the most common stations that I change at these days are Crewe, Birmingham New Street, or that's probably the two most common stations last year. Crewe or Birmingham New Street. I should count how many times I changed trains at Birmingham New Street and Crewe this year. So far, I've changed trains at Birmingham New Street once and Crewe 0 times because I've not been up that far up north yet. And guess what? When I go to South Wales this weekend, guess where I'm changing, everyone? Birmingham New Street. Yes, the one that me and Simon 83, as he was back then, went for. Yeah, the cross country HSD Farewell tour. I had to get up for 4:45 in the morning for that. I've read that one. Is Birmingham getting new stations? We are in Plymouth, and some lovely Victorian Great Western Railway stations in the Bristol Direct. Yeah, there's a few that's supposed to be opening up. I think I mentioned Kings Heath, Mosley Village, and Pineapple Road on the Camp Hill line between Birmingham New Street and Kings Norton. And then also there's supposed to be Willen Hall and Darlston Road in between Birmingham and in between Wolverhampton and Cambridge Parkway / Bescott. Hopefully the Camp Hill line one's open this year, but I don't have very much doubts for the Willen Hall and Darlston ones. Yeah, the other stations in Birmingham that are supposed to be opening up. And we've also supposed to have finally get the West Midlands Metro extension down to Merry Hall. When you go train filming, Sam, do you buy tickets on the day of travel, or do you get the tickets in advance and just hope the weather is okay? A bit of both. I've got tickets for March, I have, and I've got tickets back in December, or was it early January, for Friday, even though we're supposed to be getting a storm and I'm supposed to be driving down to South Wales. A bit of both. Yeah, I've bought some in advance, especially because we had the rail sale. And then other times it will depend on what I'm doing, basically, because I've got tickets for, because there is some stuff like when I do Birmingham to Peterborough, I'll get the tickets like on the day, because advance tickets you can't break up the journey, basically. So a bit of both there, Brian. And I just want the Class 323s back on the Cross City line. We're not going to get them back on the Cross City line, Ruben. But hopefully, up in Greater Manchester, I can get a 323 ride. Hi 345 Barry, welcome. It's been a long time. Hope you're doing okay. So yeah, hopefully I can get a 323 ride. I don't think now. I think I've covered everything plans wise. I've got a few trips planned, a few trips maybe in the future. Goals, hopefully I want to try and get 2,500 subscribers, and still going to post Mondays and Fridays. That's about it, really. I don't think there's much of them in the way of plans for my channel and goals for 2025. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to put them in the live chat. I'll probably be on for another 10-15 minutes. Yes, my mum's birthday at the weekend, hence why I'm going down to South Wales. She's turning 50, the big 50. Where was I? If that storm causes trouble for the railways and carries on into Saturday, it will cause me troubles for me as I'm off to Birmingham for church stuff after the gala. Yeah, hopefully not too much disruption. Fingers crossed. What do you do if your trade is cancelled after filming? What do you do if the train's cancelled after filming? Depends on the circumstances, Mason. There's usually a next train available. Yeah, it just depends. Sometimes it can mess up the whole schedule. Sometimes you can just get a foreign train or an earlier train. It just really depends on the circumstances on the day, Mason. 345 Birmingham. I'm fine. I've just haven't been bothered to upload in the past month. I'm getting ready to go on holiday in just under 3 weeks. Oh, where are you going? The 345 Bear? Anywhere nice? I'm going away for a few days this weekend to South Wales, but that's mainly for family stuff. Not going to do much filming, although I might film a hotel with you. I see you've got 10 thumbs up now, which is nice. Do appreciate all the thumbs up, guys. If you haven't already given me a thumbs up for tonight's live stream, okay, it takes 2 seconds to hit the like button and share me out. I do have one personal goal for this year, says Ruben. I've started driving lessons now. My goal is to succeed at driving tests. Well, good luck with that, Ruben. Have you filmed any vintage trains? Vintage trains? What do you mean by vintage? You mean like steam trains? Because if you mean steam trains, then yeah. And heritage trains, yeah. I think the answer to that question is yeah. Even though you've been on a Class 805, do you plan on having a ride on a Class 807? Have I been on an 807 already? Did I go on an 807 home from Birmingham the other week? I can't even bloody remember if I've been on one, Michael. If I have, they're both the same thing, aren't they? I'm not sure for the life of me. I might have even been on one, Michael, and I might not have even realised. I've definitely been on the 805, but I'm not sure if I've been on the 807. I might have done, I might not have. Because they have started doing a few services from Birmingham now. I did a rival from Birmingham. I know I got a Pendolino back the other week. But before Christmas did I get one? Or was it an 805? No, I think it was an 805. And actually, come to think of it, I don't think I've been on an 807 yet, Michael. It's your mum's big 50 in February. You're going to Florida. Damn, you get some tropical heat 345 Barry. Although I say that, apparently it's been quite chilly there recently, hasn't it? I still need to get my passport sorted out if I want plans to go abroad. Plot twist: I've never actually ever owned a passport, so I need to actually get a passport sorted out this year. That's a personal goal for me. Because it would be nice to go into Europe on the Eurostar and explore some of Europe. That has been on my bucket list for years to go on the Eurostar. So it would be nice to go on the Eurostar one day. Although I don't think at the moment, 345A, I can afford to go to Florida. So you must have got you. So heads up to you for going to Florida, but I can't afford stuff like that. My friend's wife is having 1 hour lesson per week, which really isn't enough by the time she goes back. She hasn't forgotten what she's learnt before. Yeah, 805s are 5 coaches and 807s are 7 coaches. Yeah, I think, Mike, I've just been on the 805 of Veros with it was a 10 car, so it would have been 2 5 cars together. I don't think I've been on an 807 yet. You did on the cross country line, I think. Eh? Did what on the cross country line, Mason? I've been trying to get another car. I have a small car fixed for some practice for me in my spare time. I want the heat. It's too cold and miserable here right now. I mean, I don't want it too hot, but like low 20s would do me. 20 to 25 degrees. Nice breeze. I love the Eurostar. Have you been on it, have you, Mason? I've never been on the Eurostar, but it's definitely on my bucket list. I'd love to film the Eurostar trains. Luckily, Ian, you can get a 10p platform to get Stratford International. Yeah, because that might give me an idea, actually, Michael, because I actually might go and do that this year if I'm down in London. Do Stratford International. You enjoy your nice bloody weather, 345. But yeah, no. In all seriousness, I hope you have a good time. I went on the Eurostar in 2009. Yeah, I want to do that. Now I found out about you can get a 10p ticket for Stratford International. That would be a good idea because you can go film the Eurostars trains. Even though I probably won't be able to ride on the Eurostar until I get the passport sorted, obviously. It'll be still nice to go get a 10p ticket and go and film them. And hopefully, because I've got a 10p platform ticket, you don't get pestered by the staff either. Yeah, I'm not overly a fan of cross country either, Mason. I hate them too, Mason. I have to use them to go to Nuneaton and Birmingham. Yeah, thankfully. The thing is, you just can't avoid them, can you? You just can't avoid them because if you're not going to London, they're like the intercity operator across the UK. So you literally can't avoid them, can you? Last time you went to the Eurostar was 10 years ago. Yep, yeah. Hopefully the weather starts to warm up. Maybe March, April, I don't know, of the UK. Because we have had some warm days in April once. But then it usually by May it is warm. But regardless, sometimes you just got to brave the cold weather, haven't you? I mean, I don't mind if it's like 10 degrees because I can just wrap up a bit. But when I did that filming in the -5 the other week, it wasn't that very nice. And if it wasn't for the rail tour coming through that day, I probably would have cancelled that day, to be honest with you. Because there is certain weather conditions which I will not film in. Them weather conditions are when it's absolutely bloody freezing and snowing and icy. And the second weather that I won't film in is heavy rain or thunderstorms. So there are the 2 weather conditions which you won't catch me filming in. Any other weather conditions, I will film in. The Voyagers are. Honestly, I feel like they're following me all the way up from Brighton. I think they did, Ruben. Main reason for it, Brian, is overcrowding. They're just one operator, which I've never introduced any new trains or even thought about getting new trains. I mean, I know they inherited some of Avanti's old Voyagers, but that's still not much, really. They've just never got any new trains. They haven't. They got rid of the HSTs, so it's just overcrowding. Brian, that's the main reason why they're so bad. And yeah, and short form to cancelled trains, basically. What Ruben said. I'm not sure, Michael. I've not really seen any out and about, really. Virgin Cross Country went to Brighton back in the day when I was living there. The Voyagers were introduced in 2001. Yeah, they did, didn't they? When it was Virgin Cross Country, now it's just Cross Country. I mean, the prices, Mason, you can get some good prices. I mean, it's really hit and miss with the prices because going down to South Wales, I've actually got quite a good price for me and my mum. 80 something pounds of a rail card, so £40 each, £20 there each, £20 back each. I don't think that's too bad. And I've had a few cheaper tickets for cross country. I mean, if you can get good, they do some good advanced ticket prices. Don't get me wrong, but the other prices for long distance services, it can be expensive. Yeah, they're on the route right from Cornwall right to Scotland. So basically, if you're not going into London, they're the intercity operator that you have to get. Most cross countries are Voyagers. Now you've got the Turbo Stars 345 Bay that do the regional routes between Nottingham and Cardiff via Birmingham and Birmingham to Stansted via Leicester. But one thing that cross country have done now, which I do think is good, on all their Turbo Star trains and all the Turbo Star routes, they have declassified first class. So you can sit in the small area of first class that was once of the Turbo Stars now with a standard class ticket. But one thing I'm not happy with about cross country, they might have done that, which is a good idea, yeah, because I did sit in it a few weeks ago. However, I have noticed now on cross country with Turbo Stars, they don't offer seat reservations anymore. Because I've got an advanced ticket down to South Wales, and it does not come with a seat reservation. So cross country, they don't offer seat reservations on their Turbo Stars anymore. I'm not sure why, but they don't. On the Voyagers, they still do, because I've got a cross country Voyager booked with a seat reservation, thankfully. So basically, I don't mind traveling cross country as long as I've got a seat reservation. But on the Turbo Stars, no seat reservations anymore. Don't know why. Yeah, I am, Mason. Instead of refurbishing the Voyagers, get some 9 or 10 coach IHEs to cross country. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't go down that route, because Great Western Railway did. But then again, if you think about it, Great Western Railway only had HSTs, and they didn't commit with the accessibility regulations, so they had to get rid of them. So basically, Great Western Railway had to get a replacement. Cross country, they didn't really need a replacement, although I say that because they did get rid of some of the HSTs. But you could argue, well, yeah, but for the excuse me, but for the HSTs they did get rid of, they brought in some X Avanti Voyagers, but no, because even Avanti have replaced their Voyagers now. I don't know, to be honest with you. I could be sat here for another 24 hours moaning about cross country. Yeah, I know about the Turbo Stars for cross country. I normally see the Voyagers when I'm down the station, which is operated by cross country. Fair enough. 170, 117, one of them being my Stalker units. I remember the Class 47s. They still have 47s on rail tours. I was referring to the HSTs that cross country used to have. I mean, I think they still do the odd HST on rail tours now too. But it is very common to get 47s on rail tours now. Even if you get a steamer, there's usually a 47 on the back of it. I know, right? Me and you the same, Michael. Me and you the same. But anyway, on that note, I'm not gonna sit here all night. And we have been on for just over an hour, and it's 20 to 10 now, so I'm probably gonna start to wrap things up. So if anybody's got the final questions for the live stream, feel free to put them in the live chat, and then I'll probably think about wrapping things up. But I do appreciate everyone that has come into the live stream tonight. I saw cross country 170 turbo start Peterborough last October whilst being on board an 800 LNR zooming to York. Yeah, they do that route between Birmingham and Stansted via Leicester, 345 Bay. Mind you, I haven't seen the Pride Voyager for a while, even though I stalked them when it became a Pride train. Yeah, I've not seen it in a while either, Michael. I'm gutted I never rode one in Revenue Working Sam. I'm sure most of it had plenty of chances to ride one as far as the resin at least. Yeah, thankfully I did get a few rides on the cross country HSCs before they got removed from service. I think my last ride on one was August 2023, and it was from Birmingham to Bristol. It was. That was my last ride on one. What's the most ridiculous thing you see on your train travels? Ridiculous thing? I don't know, there's been all sorts of ridiculous things. To be honest with you. What I do find ridiculous and annoying is when a train is really busy and it's full of luggage, bikes, and just stuff everywhere, and people with bags on the seats. So basically, that sort of stuff annoys me. People with bikes, wheelchairs all over the train in places that are not supposed to be, like the wheelchair space and stuff. And for people with bags all over the seats, basically. People refusing to move out your seat reservations half the time because your seat's been double booked. Not naming any people, Avanti. And what other ridiculous things have I seen? I've just said people eating egg sandwiches. What else have I seen that's ridiculous? That's about oh yeah, that's one thing actually. My mum just mentioned that. I was on the train between Rugby and the knee turn. Well, this was about a year or two ago, and this kid was trying to hide from the ticket inspector with his bike in the toilet. That's one of the most ridiculous things. Honestly, there's all sorts. I could be still sat here come midnight discussing all the ridiculous things I've seen. That's true, to be fair, Mason. I always thought most ridiculous thing I saw last year was people roller skating on the station platforms and even travelling on trains and skates. And yeah, that is quite ridiculous too. I don't like it even when people are sitting in seat reservations reserved by other people. And it's a vanity. They have a habit of blooming double booking seats. Triple booking happened one point actually. So yeah, that's some of the most ridiculous things I've seen. But anyway, on that note, I'm probably going to wrap things up. Thanks very much for everyone that's come into the live stream tonight. Next live stream is I have no idea. But there will be the vlog on Friday. Is going to be a bit of a failed vlog when I visited a few stations between Birmingham and Wolverhampton, and then train video Monday. I'm gonna have to schedule because I'm going away for a few days. Train video will be trains at Bromsgrove. And that's about it really. I don't think there's anything else for me to say. But oh dear, a vlog when it goes melons up. Yeah, that's the vlog that we've got planned for Friday. A vlog where it goes melons up. But yeah. Oh yeah, I heard about that EMR seat reservations, not bothered to make them that from G's vlog. The was it last week or week before? That was certainly interesting. because I think the East Midlands Rail are supposed to have seat reservations on the intercity services, aren't they? But yeah, vlog on Friday, train video on Monday, and then that's about it. Nothing over the weekend because I'm in South Wales, but then I might do a midweek video next week. We will see. So make sure you guys do stay tuned with the notification bell on, so you'll be notified every time I do a video and whatnot. Oh yes, G's seeing the embarrassments of my local operating company announcement shoot on. So yeah, that's about it. So thanks everyone that's come to the live stream tonight. Do appreciate all the thumbs up, and for those of you that share me out as well, I do appreciate it. And if you haven't already given me a thumbs up when you watch on the replay, give me a thumbs up on the replay. Thanks everyone for coming into the stream tonight. If you're watching the replay and you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button, comment down below after the notification bell and all that good stuff. And without further ado, that will wrap things up. Have a good rest of the week, guys. Take care, everybody. Bye, all guys. Peace out. Bye, everyone.